afternoon, everyone. New information at noon on a teenager accused of firing shots outside of a North Shore hotel. Police say as many as 17 rounds were fired in the parking lot of the Marriott yesterday. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has been sifting through police paperwork and learned the teen's motive.
Court documents obtained by Channel 11 say that the teenager confessed to leaving the Spring Hill Suites and then firing up to 17 rounds toward another juvenile in the parking lot here in the heart of the North Shore. Shattered car windows mark the spot where police say multiple shots were fired during broad daylight in this busy hotel parking lot on the North Shore. Channel 11 was there at the scene outside the Spring Hill Suites Sunday morning, and Monday learned 16-year-old Sincere Kimbrough is facing multiple charges. The teen was arrested at the scene, and court documents say he admitted to firing the shots with a gun he stole from his grandma. He allegedly told investigators he was leaving the hotel with a friend when that friend spotted someone who he claimed had shot at him in the past. Kimbrough, documents say, quote, stated that he believed that he fired approximately 17 rounds at the unidentified juvenile victim, who he eventually lost track of as his friend ran off. Thankfully, police don't believe anyone was hurt, but folks in the area say it's still a shock.
Yeah, it's really close. We live in the culture district. We're down here at least once or twice a day, and when the Pirates are in town, try to watch them, but it was kind of scary to how close we are. And it's a nice area of the town.
And court documents say that the suspect's mom was here as this went down. More on that in a report I'm working on for 5. From the North Shore, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
And breaking right now, a German newspaper is reporting that former Pope Benedict is seriously ill. It cited Benedict's biographer who met with the 93-year-old emeritus Pope at the Vatican on Saturday. The biographer said Benedict, who has been in frail health for some time, was now suffering from the shingles. The Vatican is not commenting on the report. Benedict XVI was the first pontiff in 600 years to resign instead of serving for life. We are waiting for the Allegheny County Health Department to release its update on new coronavirus cases. The county says those reports are delayed, and we just checked with the Health Department website. They're reporting 68 new cases in Allegheny County since yesterday. Third straight day of under 90 new cases. Meantime, testing is underway again at a local care home where dozens of residents tested positive for the coronavirus. 39 patients tested positive at Manor Care North Hills in Ross Township. They're all now quarantined. The results for the other 104 residents were negative. Care home officials say they are still waiting on the results for their staff members. 2 more Steelers have been added to the league's reserve COVID-19 list: wide receiver James Washington and running back Jalen Samuels. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they have the virus. Players are also put on that list for potential exposure to someone who tested positive. HIPAA prevents them from sharing anything more than that. Right now, there are 4 Steelers on the list. Steps are being taken in 2 local districts after student athletes tested positive. A Central Catholic high school football player tested positive Sunday. Officials at the school say there is no indication any other players are sick. The student last practiced July 23rd and is now quarantined. The Beaver Area School District has canceled all extracurricular activities for 3 days after a student tested positive. All facilities and shared equipment will be cleaned before athletes return. A deal on a new stimulus package is in a stalemate. There won't be an extra $600 this week for anyone who is unemployed. And lawmakers are nowhere close to a compromise on a deal to extend the benefit. Channel 11's Serena Marshall is in Washington, D.C. with a look at where talks stand.
They met for 3+ hours on Saturday. They're slated to meet again today. White House negotiators and Democratic lawmakers, though, seem as far away as ever on a deal. The lead negotiators for both sides taking to the Sunday show airwaves, airing their grievances.
We still have a long ways to go. I'm not optimistic that there will be a solution in the very near term.
We are unified in our support for the $600. They are in disarray on many of their members in the Senate.
The biggest holdups remain the extension of federal unemployment benefits that have now expired. House Speaker Pelosi is insistent that the number stays at $600 a week. That could go down as unemployment goes down. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin has argued for a short-term extension for 1 week only while they continue to talk. They do agree on another round of $1,200 direct payments and fixes to the Paycheck Protection Program and an extension of eviction protections. But that, too, having expired, means tens of millions of Americans are currently at risk of losing their homes. With deadlines come and gone, cases spiking, and lawmakers' August recess on the horizon, it seems the only thing certain is talks continue. Reporting from outside Washington, I'm Serena Marshall, Channel 11 News.
Breaking right now in Westmoreland County, nearly 1,000 water customers in Jeannette and Penn Township are going to have to boil their water. The Municipal Authority of Westmoreland County put out this advisory because a water leak on Green Street in Jeannette this morning caused water pressure to drop. As a result, Jeannette and Penn Township may be at risk from microbial contamination in the water, and affected customers should have been notified by phone. So sunshine right now. Clouds are going to be pushing through this afternoon, and the latest track on Tropical Storm Isaias has it impacting Pennsylvania later this week. Right now, watches and warnings are in place on much of the East Coast for the tropical storm. This is a live look from Myrtle Beach. South Carolina could take a direct hit. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier has the latest on our weather and the track of that storm in Severe Weather Center 11. Danielle.
Hi, Peggy. Yeah, live look outside right now. We have sun, we have clouds, and we do expect those clouds to thicken up late day. Temperatures are in the upper 70s and low 80s. Right now in Pittsburgh, it is a warm 79 degrees. If you are heading to the pool this afternoon, expect the high temperatures in the lower 80s, although the sun may be short-lived, as we do expect some thicker clouds to move in by late afternoon and into the evening, when we'll bring in a slight chance for a spotty shower. As for Tropical Storm Isaias, you can see the heavy rain associated with the storm as it continues to lift toward the north, already seeing those rain bands impacting the South Carolina coast. The maximum sustained winds are 70 miles per hour, and it does look to make landfall somewhere between near Charleston and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and possibly as a Category 1 hurricane with winds of 75 miles per hour. From there, it continues up the mid-Atlantic coast and into New England. Coming up in my full weather forecast, I'll have a closer look at the storm surge as well as the rainfall forecast that we are looking at. Parts of Pennsylvania are going to get walloped with heavy rain, so we'll take a look at that together and the rest of your local forecast coming up.
Tropical storm. I had trouble with that part, not the Isaias part that everyone else has trouble with. It brushed right past Florida over the weekend with strong winds and heavy rain. And as Danielle just mentioned, it is now bearing down on North and South Carolina. NBC's Carrie Sanders has the latest.
Overnight, Tropical Storm Isaias growing stronger. The storm moving up the Atlantic coast after battering Florida with heavy rain and strong winds.
You got to be prepared for the worst and hope for the best.
The Carolinas now bracing for a potential direct hit. North Carolina declaring a state of emergency, mandating evacuations on the Outer Banks, and adding extra pandemic safety measures for the incoming evacuees.
Shelters will be screening people for coronavirus symptoms.
Officials in South Carolina and Georgia also warning residents to prepare. This comes after the outer edges of the powerful storm drenched South Florida. Strong surf and rip currents closing beaches, with thousands along the coastline losing power. The storm's path running off the East Coast spared the state from the worst.
Yeah, we lucked out that it's a tropical storm.
All while the coronavirus pandemic continues to ravage Florida, which currently has more than 480,000 cases.
We deal with hurricanes, we deal with storms. COVID-19 has thrown a whole new wrench into that.
The virus shutting down some testing sites and creating more work for already strapped emergency operations centers.
We have reduced the number of people that we've allowed in the EOC, so many of us are doing the work of several people.
Preparing for the worst, doctors at Health First Cape Canaveral, a mile and a half away from the Atlantic Ocean, evacuated its COVID patients further inland.
How complicated was this with coronavirus?
It makes it a lot more complicated because you have to take social distancing into account.
Before swinging towards Florida, Isaias pummeled the Bahamas as a Category 1 hurricane. Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic also hit hard. A powerful storm creating misery and still on the move.
When Isaias makes landfall, it's predicted to have up to a 5-foot storm surge. That's an important warning because more people drown in hurricanes than die any other way. Kerry Sanders, NBC News, Daytona Shores, Florida.
A big rig hauling salad dressing flipped over on I-79. The trucker lost control of the rig going through the S-bends in Coraopolis early this morning. No one was hurt. The right lane of the highway, though, had to be shut down while that wreck was cleared. Police arrested a man who jumped in the Mon River after a car crash left 6 people injured. 2 cars collided near the intersection of Bates Street and 2nd Avenue in Oakland yesterday. Police say one of the drivers had a warrant out for his arrest and tried to escape by jumping in the river. Officers arrested him when he swam to shore. And we have some disappointing news to pass along. The WPXI Holiday Parade has been canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. The parade has been a tradition in Pittsburgh for decades. It's a big part of the Thanksgiving weekend. And November 2020 would have marked the 40th anniversary. We're planning to air a 40th anniversary parade retrospective later this year to commemorate and honor the 4 decades of parade memories. A major recall affecting produce at Giant Eagle stores, the food you need to check for. Harsh penalties around the world for people caught not wearing a mask, where you could face a $55,000 fine and jail time.
They were trying to figure out how to do it, and then it came to a screeching halt.
Lights, camera, action. Well, no action. How the pandemic is hurting Pittsburgh's film industry.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Accurate details, experienced coverage, trusted weather source.
I'm tracking a strong storm moving into Greensburg.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
A debate is underway over the Port Authority's employee dress code. It prohibits Black Lives Matter clothing. The transit union's legal team is investigating whether that violates First Amendment rights. The issue was raised after a small change to the policy that's been around since the 1970s. A spokesperson shared the new policy with the Trib. It says buttons, stickers, jewelry, and clothing, that includes masks or other face coverings, of a political or social protest nature are not permitted to be worn. Masks were added last month since they are now part of the uniform. A Duquesne law professor says that under the Constitution, employers have the right to ban political messaging on clothing, especially if they are government employees. Check out the damage done in McCandless during a weekend thunderstorm. The Wexford Volunteer Fire Company shared these pictures on Facebook. They say lightning struck a tree on Old Farm Lane and sparked a fire that spread to the barn. Firefighters say that building is a total loss. The film industry brought in more than $500 million to Pennsylvania last year, but with productions on hold, film crews in Pittsburgh are out of work. Channel 11's Lori Hoy shows us how the industry is taking a hit.
Right now, the film industry in Pittsburgh is still shut down, having a huge impact on our local economy and leaving thousands without a job. I talked with two of them.
My first film was Creepshow with the George Romero family.
Eileen Seif Stroup has worked in films for almost 40 years. She was the costume supervisor for the movie Sweet Girl with Jason Momoa, which wrapped up shooting on March 4th. Then the pandemic hit, and Stroup hasn't worked since.
I mean, as you can tell from talking to me, I'm a pretty tough person. I run a crew of 20 people. That I'm a very organized, tough lady. And there's days where I don't want to get up.
We were just getting ready to start another big show, Rust. And when that happened, it was like they were trying to figure out how to do it, and then it came to a screeching halt.
Casey LaRocca is a licensed practical nurse and has been a set medic on many of the films shot in Pittsburgh for over a decade. He is also one of the 5,000 people involved in local film work who lost his job.
Like, what are we going to do here? All the work stopped. Then everyone had to file for unemployment. And then we could not get through to unemployment.
Pittsburgh is ranked 5th in the country in film production, according to Film LA. The Pittsburgh Film Office Director Don Keyser said the shutdown has had a trickle-down effect in southwestern Pennsylvania's economy, a $170 million loss this year. While some TV commercials are in production right now in Pittsburgh, film work is not, leaving crews in limbo.
So for us to go back to work, we need a solution. We need a vaccine. We need something.
The Pittsburgh Film Office also told me that 3 TV shows, 1 on Showtime and 2 on Netflix, were scheduled to be shot here in Pittsburgh this year, but for now, they're on hold. From Fineview, Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.
Thanks, Lori. And breaking news at noon, the Western Pennsylvania Youth Football League has canceled its season. The organization says that it's been trying to figure out a way to have a season for months, but in a statement said at the end of the day, the majority of the Board of Representatives felt the hurdles to conduct a season in an environment that would be safe for our players, coaches, cheerleaders, volunteers, families, and friends was just too much to overcome. The league is the largest youth football league in Pennsylvania with 36 member organizations in 6 western Pennsylvania counties. New information out on an onion recall. They were sold at Giant Eagle and Market District locations. The CDC announced a salmonella outbreak linked to onions from Thompson International in California. Giant Eagle says the recall includes both bulk and bagged onions, white and red onions. And the onions were also in some prepared foods. If you don't know where your onions are from, you should just throw them away. So far, 400 people have gotten sick across the country. Some shoppers who bought the onions have been notified through a phone call. We have more details about this recall right now on the WPXI News app.
Your
severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Enjoying some sunshine out there and some fair weather clouds that continue to dot the sky. We are going to thicken up those clouds, though, as the late day hours wear on. If you are out walking your dog later on this evening, the temperatures will be in the lower 80s with some thicker cloud cover out there. Also a spotty shower chance come late day and evening, but it will not be raining everywhere. Tomorrow, we're going to see more scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area. This is as a cold front moves through. The temperature will climb to about 78 degrees. The winds will go from southwest to northwest, right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Right now, locally, heavier rainfall, some frequent lightning going to be the threats out of any storms out there tomorrow. No severe weather is expected at this time. Let me show you our storm tracker maps here this afternoon. 4 o'clock, fairly quiet across the area. You notice that thicker cloud cover and a little bit of green here and there showing up. That's the model data showing us those spotty shower chances through this evening and especially into tonight. So overnight tonight, I am expecting some pockets of moderate rain coming across the area. It doesn't look like much on this model, but some of us could get a couple of showers and even a few rumbles of thunder tonight into Tuesday morning. Tuesday afternoon, as the cold front progresses from west to east across our area, we are looking at the coverage increasing. So by 2 o'clock, you're going to notice some pockets of heavier rain on our model data here, as well as the chance for some cloud to ground lightning. So this is a snapshot right at 2:30. You can see a couple of red colors showing up there. Now, as we turn our attention to Tropical Storm Isaias, you can see we have tropical storm warnings in effect and even a hurricane warning there for portions of South Carolina and North Carolina in the brighter red shaded colors. The rest of the coast all the way up to New England dealing with tropical storm warnings. So I've put together a couple of maps to just kind of indicate what we are looking at with this storm. Storm surge forecast from South Carolina to Cape Fear, North Carolina, 3 to 5 feet. And from Cape Fear to the Virginia border, it's about 2 to 4 feet of storm surge. So this is the amount of water above normally dry ground. The Chesapeake Bay, 1 to 3 feet. So I know a lot of us like to vacation in some of these areas. So do be advised, if you did have plans, you're going to be running into some storm surge, some really high winds, and some heavier rainfall totals from the Carolinas to the mid-Atlantic, about 3 to 6 inches of rain. New England, about 2 to 4 inches. So this is going to have wide-reaching impacts all the way up the eastern seaboard. I wanted to show it to you here on our storm tracker maps. Notice there's the convection here for the storm activity across our area by Tuesday afternoon. That's associated with a cold front. Now, as I step out of the way, look at eastern Pennsylvania. If you had any plans to drive here through Tuesday afternoon and evening, watch this heavy rain come up the eastern side of Pennsylvania. We're talking about Philadelphia getting in on some really heavy rainfall, as well as New York City, as that tropical system continues to track up toward the northeast and into New England. 5-day forecast here locally, 78 on Tuesday, 77 Wednesday, mostly sunny for midweek. Temperatures at night going down into the upper 50s. Isolated shower and storm chances on Friday at 82. And your weekend is always in view, and it is hotter, but right now it looks fairly dry. I still have a lot more to talk to you about. We've got the drought monitor update, plus we'll take a look at how much rainfall we are behind for the summer to date here in the Pittsburgh area.
A COVID-19 vaccine could possibly be ready by the end of the year. The new debate, though, over who gets it first.
It is not yelling and splashing typically. Most often it's fast and it's silent.
Growing concern, a warning from the Red Cross, and why safety officials fear there could be more drownings this year.
On Channel 11 Morning News, we bring you what's new, what's happening now, and what's next.
That means our newsroom is always searching for new details and new stories. It also means breaking. If it's happening now, I'm on it, bringing you live updates from the breaking news desk.
Our crews know the mission, too.
We should get this on air now.
Brand new confirmed information, preparing you for what happens next. How will news stories, weather, and traffic affect your day?
What's new, what's now, and what's next every morning on Channel 11 Morning News.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
An estimated 320,000 people drown every year. Many survivors suffer serious medical conditions. NBC's Sarah Dalif explains why those numbers could go up, partly because of the pandemic.
Sweltering summer temperatures, closed public pools, beaches without lifeguards, and people desperate for relief during the pandemic, all driving up the risks of drowning. In New Jersey,
I heard two voices screaming. I think there's at least one out there.
A Good Samaritan rescued a man who went into the ocean to help his daughter, then needed to be saved himself.
It all happened in the blink of an eye.
In Lake Michigan, more than 20 have drowned this year. The Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project sharing these photos of people diving in from bridges, breakwalls, and bike paths.
People are going to remote locations where they're going to be farther away from help, farther away from rescue equipment.
Safety experts are also concerned about an increase in tragedies closer to home as more families invest in backyard pools while most swim schools are canceled.
Wherever there's water, there is a danger.
The Red Cross is moving their in-person classes on water safety and CPR online during the pandemic. The message, reach and throw, don't go, applying to all bodies of water.
The last thing we want to do is have somebody who is untrained go in the water, and then we end up with more than one victim.
The organization is also reminding people never to swim alone, to designate a water watcher when kids are present, and that drowning rarely looks like what many expect.
It is not yelling and splashing typically. Most often it's fast and it's silent.
Lessons that might save lives during a summer unlike any other. Sarah Dalif, NBC News.
Harsh penalties around the world for people caught not wearing a mask, where you could face a $55,000 fine and jail time.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
nobody can read between the lines.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck.
Like Judge Judy.
Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.
What's new?
What's now and what's next every morning
on Channel 11 Morning News.
The head of McDonald's telling workers to call police if customers are not wearing a mask. The CEO says they are seeing a rise in harassment and abuse complaints over the past few weeks. Employees have been trained on how to de-escalate situations, but sometimes customers are just unwilling to follow the rules. Governor Tom Wolf mandated masks at businesses back in April. He took that a step further last month, making masks mandatory in public if you cannot social distance. And around the world, some countries have imposed big fines for people ignoring the rules. And sometimes that's not enough. NBC's Ralph Sanchez has more on what it takes to make a mask policy successful.
Hong Kong this week joined the list of places where you face punishment for leaving the house with your face uncovered. The territory is in the midst of what some are calling a third wave of COVID. And city authorities have announced that if you go out without a mask, you'll face a fine the equivalent of $650. Here in Europe, some of the toughest penalties are in Italy, which you'll remember was so hard hit early on in the pandemic. In the Campania region, there's now a $1,200 fine for people who go out without masks and for businesses who let them in. But that's pocket change compared to the situation in the Middle Eastern state of Qatar, where you face a staggering, wait for it, $55,000 fine and potentially up to 3 years in prison. Here in the UK, it's a relatively modest $65 if you're caught without a mask going into a store or getting on public transport. So the big question is, do fines work?
Fines can be a very effective policy tool if in fact there is universal enforcement. And by universal, I don't mean that the mandate is at a federal level, for example, but rather that the monitoring and the punishment is universal.
One comparison experts have made to us is to speeding tickets. Tickets aren't much of a deterrent if people know that they'll get them from speeding on some roads but not on others. And the same is likely to be true of fines for not wearing a mask. They'll only work if they're applied evenly and applied everywhere. Ralph Sanchez, NBC News, London.
As vaccine trials continue to show good results, the debate is starting over who's going to get it first. The head of the National Institutes of Health says not everyone's going to like the answer. Traditionally, first in line would be healthcare workers and the vulnerable. But NIH Director Dr. Francis Collins tossed in some new ideas to the mix, like considering geography and hotspots. Collins hopes to have some guidance on how to ration the initial doses by late next month. Mostly sunny right now. Clouds, though, are going to be rolling in through the afternoon. And meteorologist Danielle Dozier tracking the next round of showers and storms for us in Severe Weather Center 11.
Hi, Peggy. I do think that the chances are pretty limited throughout the day today. So if you do have any outdoor plans, you can go about those and have a good time. The clouds do thicken up, though, as we head through late day and evening. The temperature should still climb, though, close into the lower 80s with a southwest wind right around 5 to 10 miles per hour. By evening, we'll bring in a chance for a spotty shower, but certainly a few and far between the way it stands right now. We could really use the rain, as I promised, a look at our summer-to-date rainfall. The actual 6.44 inches since June 1st. We're below average here in Pittsburgh by almost 2 inches of rain as you take a look at the average. And when you really consider how much rain we are lacking, it's no surprise that a lot of our area facing abnormally dry conditions. So basically, you know, we need a good considerable amount of rain before we would go into a moderate drought. So places like Washington, Uniontown, Greene County, up toward the Butler area and Beaver facing moderate drought conditions already. And it's actually been years since we've been talking about drought conditions, dating back to about 2012. So this is the latest we have. And of course, these updates are released every Thursday. We'll get another update and we'll bring that to you here on Channel 11. For now, we'll go ahead and send it back to Peggy.
A new statue honoring police officers has been unveiled in Westmoreland County. The first one was stolen A rededication ceremony was held yesterday in New Kensington. The statue honors New Kensington officer Brian Shaw and Lower Borough officer Derek Kotecki. They were both killed in the line of duty. In April, someone stole the statue along Center Avenue, so the community ordered a new one. They wanted to dedicate it on the 4th of July, but one of the organizers passed away. His daughter was there yesterday and told us how special the statue was to her father.
He took years doing all of this, keeping it cleaned, keeping it kept up with, keeping it pretty for everybody else.
The person who stole the original has never been found. The national park system is in desperate need of repair. There are over 400 parks, historic buildings, and landscapes that need a little love. NBC's Mark Barger has more on a $6 billion makeover.
America's parks are getting a much-needed facelift.
Hundreds of millions of travelers visit these parks each year, and the fact is that some of them are over 100 years old.
We want to make sure they're accessible for people now and for generations to come.
Most years, more than 300 million people visit the 419 national park sites, which span 84 million acres. But many of those parks are crumbling. A $12 billion backlog of repairs. The recently passed Great American Outdoors Act will address more than half that amount.
This would be the biggest investment in our parks and public lands since World War II.
This is really a monumental win for our national park system.
Travel expert Janine Tornatore says aside from the obvious beauty of places like the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, or the Grand Tetons, there's a bigger takeaway from visiting.
Simply the recognition of the conservation that's needed within our country.
Maintaining the parks is critical not only for the wildlife and the ecosystem, but for the communities surrounding many of these national treasures.
Taking care of our parks ensures that those 300+ million visitors to the parks are going to continue coming. And when that happens, they are spending dollars in local communities.
Allowing a revitalized park system to generate even more than just beautiful memories. Mark Barker, NBC News.
Some local districts will be reopening classrooms. Others are starting online, but either way, students still need supplies. Our consumer advisor takes a look at where you can find deals. Music is giving comfort to babies in the NICU. It's the perfect companion during the pandemic when family is limited. Local parents started the program after losing their child.
It makes us feel good to help other babies.
Spreading joy to the most vulnerable makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com. Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Local Dunkin' stores survive a round of cuts. The company announced last week 800 locations were closing this year. We will actually see more stores open here. A Dunkin' just opened in Wilkins Township, and another will open next week in Mount Pleasant. And the downtown location on Grant Street is getting a makeover. Dunkin' plans to hire 1,500 workers in our area this year. Back to school shopping looks and feels a whole lot different this year, even if your child will be going to class online. Our consumer advisor Clark Howard said he's finding some great deals for supplies.
The deals on school supplies this year are just as good as prior years, but they're much more available because so many people don't know exactly how school's going to play this fall. I'm finding the supplies of the doorbuster kind of things widely accessible. And I've been able to order supplies online, free delivery to my home that costs like nothing. I've been buying spiral notebooks for a quarter, pens for 7 cents, the mechanical pencils for 12 cents, all in the bulk packs. And this is not actually for my kids for school, it's for my company. Something that a lot of businesses don't think about. The office supplies you need all year long, if you buy them during the back-to-school sales, you will save huge amounts of money over the course of that year. So be thrifty like I am, and you'll have more money in your pocket. I'm Clark Howard.
It's not served, it gets dumped, and it just has to kill them.
Why some local bars are being forced to dump out thousands of dollars worth of beer.
And we'll take a closer look at when the rain moves into your area today and tomorrow, and another update on the tropics.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI Now. Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on.
When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Another ripple effect of the coronavirus. We told you about the aluminum can shortage that may be impacting your trip to the beer store, but now the pandemic could mean that you can't get your favorite beer at the bar either. Channel 11's Jillian Hartman explains how business shutdowns have led to less beer in the kegs.
Well, if you enjoy draft beer, hear that, you may be out of luck. Right behind me is a wall of empty beer kegs. A lot of brewing companies have been cutting back production due to the pandemic and having to dump out barrels of draft beer.
It is a lot to say goodbye to, and we work hard to make that beer and make it taste right and be perfect in the keg. So when it sits idle for that long, you have no choice but to say goodbye.
East End Brewing Company has dialed way back producing draft beer after seeing a drop-off in demand.
For a time here, we were dumping out more kegs than I'd want to see go down the drain here on a weekly basis. When the restaurant closures happened, that business essentially disappeared completely.
So they have shifted production to mostly canning. The draft beer cutback is also affecting suppliers like Fassini's distributing company in Millvale.
Draft beer sales were probably at about 20% because almost all of your draft sales, keg sales, are through taverns and restaurants.
The shortage goes full circle, impacting bars and restaurants too. The House of 1,000 Beers in Warrendale is now having trouble getting their more popular draft beers like Yingling and Blue Moon.
I think they're just afraid to brew it. They're afraid to have it in stock because they're afraid they're not going to sell it. They don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and that's been one of the most frustrating things.
Employees tell me some customers have even turned away and left the restaurant because they did not have their favorite beer on draft. They say the restaurant industry is slowly drying up, just like their beer taps.
Because people weren't allowed to go out, then they weren't allowed to drink, and then they were limited to what they can drink, and then the capacity is limited. And a lot of this beer has a certain amount of shelf life, so if it's not served, it gets dumped.
However, there's some good news. East End Brewing here says they've seen an uptick in wholesales selling canned beer in 6-packs and cases as more people are drinking at home or buying beer at grocery stores, gas stations, and breweries. I'm Jillian Hartman, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Welcome back. If you still need to mow the lawn, today you can do it, but later on this afternoon and this evening we'll have a chance for a spotty shower, so just be advised of that. Tuesday, more coverage, so we are expecting more scattered showers and thunderstorms, so not the greatest day to do it on Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, though, are looking good. We've got high pressure building in. Fantastic weather is coming in for the middle of the week. Here's our storm tracker at 4:30 this afternoon. Fairly cloudy skies building back into the area. We can't entirely rule out a stray passing shower. I think overnight tonight a rumble of thunder will be possible as well. You can see some more moderate to heavier downpours showing up on the data there. I would have your umbrella with you before you head out Tuesday morning because we will have that chance for some showers and some thunderstorms coming in, especially by the afternoon as we have a cold front that will be approaching and moving through from the west. So that should trigger some showers and storms as we build a little heating of the day. You can actually see some of those heavier downpours showing up here on the model data as we work our way into 2:30 in the afternoon. Temperature-wise Tuesday, we should be climbing to the upper 70s. If the rain clears out, though, early and we get some sunshine in here later on in the afternoon, we could actually jump up close to 80 degrees. So Severe Weather Team 11 will be tracking that. Overall, I'm not expecting a severe weather threat on Tuesday, but some of the storms could put down some locally heavier downpours. And then, of course, lightning is a threat in any thunderstorm. Tonight, 65 degrees. We'll have some calm winds. 64 for Beaver, 66 in the Uniontown area. And tomorrow afternoon, those temperatures, as I mentioned, we're looking at the upper 70s. So about 68 degrees at 8 a.m., 75 degrees at the lunch hour. High temperature near 78, 80 for Greensburg, 81 in Uniontown, and 80 degrees in Washington. High pressure will build in for the middle of the week, and with temperatures generally in the upper 70s for highs at night, what happens is we get the drier air working its way in with high pressure, so that will allow the temperatures at night to cool quicker and down into the 50s, so that's looking good. As far as rainfall, again, you get under a shower or a thunderstorm tomorrow for our area, you're looking at the potential for up to 1/4 of an inch of rain. But check it out. Here's the rainfall forecast as Tropical Storm Isaias makes its way up here along the eastern seaboard. Portions of eastern Pennsylvania looking at 3 to 6 inches of of rain. Southeastern New York, to put in perspective, about 2 to 4 inches of rain. Not only that, but a lot of places along the coast will be dealing with the tornado risk as well as Isaias continues to move up toward the north. So the higher risk in brown, low risk, but still a risk there in the dark green area from South Carolina up through Virginia. 5-day forecast here back at home. Monday 82, so today 82, 78 on Tuesday, 77 on Wednesday. We're quieting things down, looking fantastic with mostly sunny skies and temperatures at night falling down into the upper 50s. Friday, isolated showers and thunderstorms with the temperature up to 82 degrees. And your weekend is always in view. It is turning hotter with 85 Saturday and 88 by Sunday.
A section of the Alps turned amber this past week during a pyrotechnic display. Switzerland marked its National Day with an event suited to COVID-19 and social distancing rules. Look at those pictures. More than 220 pounds of magnesium powder ignited and illuminated nearly 5 square miles of the mountains, visible from 12 miles away. The type of pyrotechnic used was the equivalent of 100 million lit candles. That's amazing. There are 2 big candidates on the ballot for the White House, but some folks are putting another big name in the mix.
We want people to realize that we need Jesus.
The church stumping for Jesus next. And now here's local Steals and Deals, Lisa Robertson.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson, coming to you from my home, of course. Let me tell you something that is amazing. I was just talking to somebody the other day about home security, right? I think that's something we all wonder about. But a lot of times you're saying, yeah, I'd love to have a big home security system, but I don't have $1 million. Guess what they told me? So just out of the blue, a security consultant said the other day, you should check out the Blink camera. Guess what local Steals and Deals has for you today? The Blink camera. How amazing is that? So local Steals and Deals, we really try to find you things that are going to improve your quality of life, great ideas you might not have heard of, and the Blink is definitely one of them. Now, this is actually backed by Amazon with all their resources and all their know-how. This is the security camera they get behind, and I love that. The Blink is fabulous because it's really easy to install. It's indoors or outdoors. And here's one of the amazing things. You can have HD video, you can have audio back and forth, and it's going to store the recording of the video, and you're not paying every month. Isn't that amazing? I love the fact that it's easy. I love the fact that you don't have to have anything big and complicated. I love the fact that you're not paying a monthly monitoring fee. And I love the fact that the one that we're bringing you is 3 cameras. 3 cameras for indoors or outdoors. And here's how cool it is. So you just sync up the module with an app that you put on your phone, and then whenever one of your cameras senses motion, it lets your phone know. You can go ding, ding, ding. Oh, I see what's going on right here. You can talk to the person you see, or you can call somebody if there's a problem. I love that. I also do love the fact that you're not going to get a bill every month going, oh no, you don't have to pay that. This stores it, no problem. This is one that is normally one of the most sought after security cameras in the business, and we have it for you at 20% off. So go to localsteals.com, one of the great ideas we have for you right there, and you can have peace of mind inside, outside, at home, or anywhere else you are with the Blink XT and the 3-camera system.
Here is say Channel 11 News, 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight. Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
President Trump, Joe Biden, and there's another 2020 campaign out there, and this one is for Jesus. Members of a Baptist church just south of Montgomery, Alabama, have created the Jesus 2020 campaign. They say they're spreading the word to counteract the negativity of the coronavirus, racial tension, and politics.
I just felt the Lord was just telling me, we've got to do something. We just can't remain silent.
They're sending these signs to relatives and friends in Kentucky. They hope it's going to lead to healing across the country. Pitt got a $1 million federal grant to study the use of driverless cars for people with disabilities. According to our partners at the Business Times, it is part of a national plan to increase access to the roads on the 30th anniversary of the American with Disabilities Act. The Pens hope to even up their series with Montreal tonight in the Stanley Cup qualifier round. They lost Game 1 Saturday in overtime, but Game 2, another opportunity tonight at 8. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5 o'clock. Have a great day. Stay safe.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.